shift the atmosphere to the point where I've seen certain videos on it too. I don't know where in Czech Republic this is, but if you go up to a certain mountain, you could actually gather and touch the high altitude, and you'll actually see purple electricity starting to react to your hands. So, in my opinion, and when I see different devices starting to do the same thing in terms of cold electricity, that's what Tesla wanted for the whole entire world in terms of shifting the atmosphere that much, where the ionosphere comes down to our level of plain existence, if you will, to the point where we send out a thought or send out a certain wavelength of information. And I'll break it down. Let's actually rewind all the way to ancient tech or ancient temples. Now, if you look on top of these ancient temples, you actually see, in my opinion, the blueprint of the jet pillar. And some say the jet pillar was not conductive whatsoever, but my friends in the live stream world actually proved that it is conductive, where they did a mini model of the jet pillar and ran a metal pen and turned on the conductive plate, placed the jet pillar on top, and you can actually hear the jet pillar reacting to different frequencies as you go up the different lengths and the different quote-unquote Osiris' spine of the jet pillar and react to different resonances. Well, it can't be a coincidence that China has a particular temple on top. It looks like a jet pillar. All the way in Russia, there's an old temple on top of it. It looks like a jet pillar. And maybe once upon a time, they were using these as communicators because they had this similar wavelength of frequency. And when they were on, so to speak, or maybe the atmosphere was more energetic, if you will, just like I explained with the electric resonance, that they can send information by just being in the temple to another place in China or another place all the way from China to Russia without wired technology whatsoever, utilizing the mind in that same type of frequency, if you will, because we do know for a fact that some of these ancient sites were built on particular frequencies. Even in Greece, even those ancient pyramids themselves were built on particular frequencies. And when you have sound resonance, then you create a scalar effect, making it quote unquote more alive. And the sound is reactive. It's literally reenacting a pulse, just like we did with the breath. It's giving off that pulsating effect, making the atmosphere or the place more alive. But when you have that sound resonance going on and you have the electric resonance coming in unison, now you can send waves of information and using the scalar as a carrier to that temple or to another place that has the same exact jet pillar, receiving that information and showering either other people or other monks or other practitioners with that same energy as well to communicate.
Yeah, and